All right, so here we have another pinch point in the creek. As you can see there, the current will make a V, and right where it makes a V, that's actually the strongest point. Now, every critter coming down here will naturally go right to that strong area to go through. So it's real easy to find where you need to set your set, even if you have this wider area. You know, you can see this is probably, I don't know, 12, 14 feet wide. Right in the dead center of that V is where a 330 is there. And I've used a couple blocking sticks, not too much. Some instances dictate a lot more blocking than other, and I'll show you that. But an instance like this where the natural current flow, I like to leave a little less blocking, mainly for the reason that you can see all the debris coming down through here. You still want to leave an area for that debris to go through. If not, if you block it all off, you'll come back and your set will be plugged up with debris. So you can see there's still quite a bit of current flowing through here, but the critters are naturally going to run right there. I've got a little bit of a dive stick there stuck in between my toggling sticks for my 330, and that'll make that critter just dive right under and right into that 330. So, like I said, real simple sets. These are basically pinch point sets. So we'll check back. I just set this set here, so we'll see what it produces. All right, so I showed you this set yesterday. This is the set I put in, the fresh set, and this is the one that I showed you how we're going to block off the channel a little bit, and the current is stronger there in the middle. So this is the first trap that I come to today, and we've got a small beaver in it. So this is good. Like I said, I have a need for a couple small beavers, so this is actually not a bad thing. You can tell we got him going upstream, and you can see the tangle and the mess there that he had to come through, right? He could have went anywhere he wanted, but he went all the way around all those sticks, and he come right where the current was strongest. I mean, because this is right against the, you know, the edge of the creek. It's not out in the middle. So you find those spots where the current's the strongest. Like I said, if you stand back here and we'll let the mud clear, you can see right there, there makes like a V in the water. And that's where that current's the strongest. And these critters, they'll naturally go through it. So this perfect pinch point set. Water's cold. So anyway, definitely not a big beaver. He's one of the toilet seat covers, but that's fine. That's actually I caught one yesterday like that, and I needed one more to finish my project. So this is good. So anyway, guys, with the trap out of the water now, you can see the mud that I'm stirring up. See how it's getting actually pulled towards the center? That's right where the center of the current is. And like I showed you, there wasn't much blocking here. You know, in other spots it dictates more blocking, but in these spots where the current's naturally heavier, it's just a killer set. So, you know, this was yesterday, so this is the first check. It's really good. Hopefully we got some more stuff up there. But anyway, I'm gonna get this guy out of here. We'll set that trap right back there, right in that heavy water, and we'll move on. All right, so just a little tip here for you guys that are setting these kind of pinch point sets here. You got this pinch point set here, and there's, you know, whenever you set these pinch points, usually there's a lot more current there than usual. So you always want to work from the downstream side. You can see all the leaves built up right there, and if you work from that side, you get your set, and as you're moving around, you stir up those leaves, and then they wash in and they catch on the triggers of your conibears, and they just kind of render your set unusable. So you know, always try to work from the downstream side if you can. That way, if you're kicking up stuff, it just flows down. And whenever you're doing these sets, always try to use dead limbs. Don't use any green wood, because if a beaver sees that green wood, he's going to stop and slow down. you want this guy hauling just normal speed right through this set naturally. So just a couple tips there. All right, so we're back here at the 100% set, and you can see it produced again. So basically this set here has been set for 4 days and it's caught 3 beaver, and this is why I call this the 100% set. You know, I showed it before. The creek narrows down literally to this one spot, big wide creek, and it narrows down. Everything's got to go through this one area. So anyway, another beaver here. Now this is the 3rd beaver that I've caught out of this set. This is the 3rd beaver that I've caught out of this set, and I caught 2 big ones, and now this one here is a small one. So I'll reset this one more night. I think I can get one more big beaver, but I don't want to be catching these small ones. So not all of them. I needed 2 of them for a project, but I don't want to catch a whole bunch of the small ones. So I'll reset this one more time, see if I can get the other big beaver, and then I'm gonna pull it. But these 100% sets, like I said, these 100% sets, you don't have to be, you know, in areas with super high populations. You just have to be in good areas, you know, where even if you have a small amount of critters, they're still going to come through the area. So, but like I said, with pulling the sets, you know, I have to be super conscious about the amount of beavers that I take in my area, strictly because I don't have the numbers here. I could easily go out and I could trap the vast majority of the beavers, and then I'd be done for the next few years, you know, until they could finally come back and repopulate. And it takes some time just because I don't have the population. So, you know, if you're in an area kind of like me, just be conscious of what you're taking. You know, normally a house will have 2 big beavers and then some kits and maybe a 2-year-old. You know, depending on the situation. Some of them have, you know, some houses will have 4 big beavers and everything else. But just be conscious of that, and you know, you'll be able to continue trapping beavers for many years to come. So I'm gonna get this guy out of here. I'm gonna reset it for probably one more night, see if I can get the big one, and then we'll pull this set. All right, so I showed you this set here. This is the set I caught that big beaver in there the other day, and I showed it to you, and I showed you how I remade it and everything. And I come here today, and there's no trap there, and I think I can see a tail there. So let's pull up the grounder cable again and see what we've got. Oh yes. Oh, another nice beaver. That's a good one. I don't know if he'll go, yeah, he'll probably go super blanket. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit here. Whenever I reset this, I told you I was shooting for a front foot catch, and that's exactly what I've got. And we talked about the orientation of the levers, and you can see, you know, that's how the trap was set, and it closed up and around. So that's you know, he didn't move, he didn't roll, he went right down to the end of that grounder. So that's a good catch on that beaver. Now, like I said, this was a couple days ago. I caught that big beaver there, and then I checked this trap for 2 days with nothing in it, and then today it has this other beaver in it. And basically the reason is, you know, I'm so far away from the house that you're not going to get a catch every night, you know, like you would if you were real close to the house. But the simple truth is, I don't have permission, you know, on the property where the house is located. So I set sets like this, you know, that are further away, and you're not going to get a catch every night, but, you know, they still produce. You know, one catch every 2 or 3 days is still not bad at all. And also by setting these sets, you know, a little further away from the house, you more times than not you'll get the big beavers. The smaller ones, you know, will stay closer to the house. So another quick thing that many of you may not know, and while I've got him here, I'll show this to you. On every beaver, on one of the same toe, it's a second from the inside toe. Now you can see how there's 2 toenails there. Every beaver's the same way. Take a guess what that's for. Okay, I'll tell you guys. What the beaver does is he uses this just like a comb, and they'll actually scratch themselves just like a dog, and the hair will run through that overlapping toenail, and it works himself just like a comb, and he can clean his fur. So, you know, these beavers, they're really pretty cool animals, and you know, the more you learn about them, the more you understand just how cool they are. So anyway, there's a castor mine. You can see how far up from the water it is now because the creek keeps dropping. So anyway, I'll get this guy out of the trap, and we'll reset this again. And so as I'm sitting here talking, and I've had this beaver out of the water for a second, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys can see just right there. There's another one right there. Those are the beaver mites. They're little bugs, and they live on a beaver. Really, your aquatic critters. I've seen them on otters and muskrats too. And they can really only live on these critters. They'll actually be dead in 24 hours. You know, they're not harmful to humans or anything. But that's the type of things that these beavers are. There you go. There you can see another one just there coming up out of the fur. And that's you know, that's what these beavers are using their built-in combs for. So anyway, just thought that was interesting to share with you guys. Alright guys, so that's what I'm looking at. You can see the trail I paddled through. We made that much ice last night. You know, that's probably 3/8 an inch right there, and it's, you know, a little thicker in some places and a little thinner in others, but you know, I'm iced out. I was going to pull everything anyway tomorrow just because we've got a lot of rain coming in on Monday and I get flooded out. You guys can see the tall creek banks. With an inch of rain, this creek will come up to the top of the banks. So anyway, pulling everything a day early. No reason to let it sit here under the ice. So anyway guys, that's what I'm up to today. So I'm real sorry I wasn't able to get any of this beaver trapping here on the new camera stuff, but you know, we're all set up for next year, and I just appreciate everybody you know, supporting me through this. All right, so there's the last set, iced in. Name of the game today. You know, that's the last set of the day, last set of the season. Didn't catch anything today, you know, basically I think partly due because of the ice. You know, every set was iced in. So anyway guys, I just want to say thank you for joining me this year, this season. Hope you learned something, hope you took something from it, hope you enjoyed the videos, if anything. So anyway, glad y'all joined me, and we'll be geared up and we'll be ready to go at her again next year. All right guys, appreciate it. Thank you. Till next time.